There's a lot of weight behind doing this, bringing these characters back again, and it's this fine line that you gotta walk and balance on and make sure that it's perfect.
Obviously, you've got a ton of dedicated fans who are just like hungry for this movie. Was there any amount of nervousness for either of you stepping back into these roles for a fan group that is so excited about seeing them back on their screens?
I was very, 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 very terrified because I don't know if they wanted Allison back or if they cared about her or if I'm a good actor or if, you know, it's been a long time and I'm a woman and I've aged. Like all of the insecurities for me came back in a major way. But I knew that the story was solid and I wanted to be able to be back and hang out with everyone. So, but yeah, that fear's still there. I mean, I hope everyone loves it.
They definitely
I hope it
will.
resonates.
Yeah, it will. Yeah, for me, I always, obviously you want to do the fans justice. You want to give them what they're used to, but also grow it and shape it differently and make it more relatable to them because they've grown also. And so there's a lot of weight behind doing this, bringing these characters back again. And it's this fine line that you got to walk and balance on and make sure that it's perfect. And I think in the very end, you just got to make yourself proud. And for me, when I watch the movie, I'm very proud of the performance that I gave Scott, and I think a lot of people will like it, and it seemed like the perfect trajectory and growth for him, and yeah, I'm super proud of it. But yeah, it's fucking super nerve-wracking.
Yes.
I was like, I love acting. I try to do it as much as I can, and 5 years later, I was like, do I still know how to play this guy? I really didn't know. And then as soon as he said action, it really flooded back to me, and I felt really good. But yeah, it's a trip. It's weird. It's a weird scenario to be in.
It's been a few years since you were in the world of Teen Wolf. Was there any kind of relearning curve that you had to jump into to find your characters again? Or was it like, riding a bike?
I had to relearn how to be naked again in front of all these people, in front of my friends who I know so well, who know me so well.
But does it really feel like you're naked or not really?
It's pretty naked, Holland.
It's pretty naked. Okay.
I had to run naked. The bits are just bouncing.
So it felt naked.
It had been a minute since I'd done that.
It didn't feel like I was naked on Teen Wolf. Like when I had to do pasties and thongs, for me, back in the day, it didn't feel naked.
I wasn't wearing a thong.
I know, you were naked. Yeah, she was naked.
Yeah. That was something I hadn't revisited
You
in a while.
were fully naked.
Well, there's a little...
The front
thong
thing.
goes... It's hard to explain. It's a sticker that goes inside your butt cheeks.
Okay, so there
And
was
crosses to the front, but it's very low.
But then when you're moving, that little front...
Yeah, it flaps.
Dances.
It's a whole thing.
Yeah.
There was that. There you
that
go.
should be a whole behind the scenes of discussing the nudity clothing. That is not really clothing, obviously. Yeah.
I had to revisit that. What that feels like to be in front of the people you know and love who've become your family. It was much easier in the beginning of the show when I didn't really know anyone. It's a lot easier, but now it's like feels way more vulnerable to do that. But it's so Malia, and I asked for it, so.
For me, it just felt really second nature. It felt like I was picking up a dream that somehow it just didn't feel real. But I'm just so grateful that MGM and Paramount Plus answered the fans essentially and brought it back. And so it's a pinch me moment for me. And it's like, Shelley says, it's not going to work with other actors. There's no feeling like having a family that you had for almost a decade. So it's just very easy.